So I've got a problem. It's not a drinking problem, at least I don't think, but I've got a problem with too many bottles of rum on the bar. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with all these bottles because I can't keep them all here just sit in front of the bar. So I need to figure out something and something cool. So here's what I've got to deal with. In the studio here, I have a much smaller space for the bottles. And as the bottles grow, I get more rum to try. I'm running out of room for this little shelf here. So I need to figure out something that's going to be able to keep the bottles in the room as well as put them on some type of display, maybe like on shelves or something. Wait a minute. I have an idea. I know who can help me with this. I'm going to send an email to RDavidR. And he's pretty handy and crafty with certain things. I think he can solve my problem. Let me type up an email here. All right, let's see what he says. So, David's really good at making different projects and drum hacks, and he's always building something. So I think this is the right idea, to take what I have in mind and let him have at it. So I think somebody's at the door. Box is here. Wait, where'd you go? Hey, there you are. This looks pretty big. So we're going to try to check this out and open up and see what we got. This is probably one of the biggest unboxing boxes I've ever seen. So it's not from DW Drums. It's from David's Workshop. Yeah, DW, David's Workshop. So let's find out what we got. Bubble wrap. This looks very, very cool. Now check that out. That is pretty cool. Okay. But wait, there's more. All right, this is the centerpiece. So this looks pretty cool. All right, well, let's get everything open up first before we go through and talk through all this. All right, so there you go. There's the other shelf. All right, I think that's everything. So let's talk a little more about it. All right, so we just unboxed the big box that we got from David, and we have 3 bass drums here, and this one is the middle one, and I don't have the drum head's going to go on this. All right, you know the drill. You know what we need to do here. So we're going to get ready and start mounting the drums to the wall. And so I've got, in this house, I don't have full wood studs throughout it. So we have got the metal frame studs that they use for hanging drywall and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and put 50-pound anchors to hold the drums up there. And I'm going to use some washers there for the screws to hold it in there after I drill it and put them into the wall. But what David did for me was already pre-drilled some holes here. So a hole up here at the top, and then 3 down here underneath the top shelf. So we've already got some pre-drilled holes. I've just got to go ahead and measure out my locations, pencil it, drill, get a little bit of start piercing into the wood on the wall, and then start putting our anchors in. And then we'll just go and start getting going. So I mounted the first drum to the wall to get my anchor point to kind of give me a frame of reference on where I want to put the other 2. So I mounted it lower so I can lay out my locations for the one above it and the one to the right of it. So I just measured out based on the holes that David pre-drilled for me, and then just started measuring out the distance from the tops and so forth. Again, I'm just only needing to pierce the wall, the drill bit through, so I can get the anchor into the wall. And here you see I have the top one set up, and I've already screwed the anchors into the wall with the washers on the screw as well. And then likewise there, measured out the distance apart, how far over I want it, the drum that's going to have the bass head, and there's David's signature. So I think I'm going to turn it into an MTF. As you can see, this is the finished product, how they look on the wall with bottles in them. And again, it turned out great. See a little pocket underneath it so I can store some of the small little mini bottles, two-step shelf. And then you see all the hardware that we still have it looking like an authentic bass drum. The colors are great. The wood grain on the inside, the blue pops off the wall, the lugs, the hoops. These are really real drums. And again, I still have some room there also underneath it, so I saved some space. So again, it's open with a latch. There's the open of the door, shot glasses in the little rack there, our bottles up on the top shelf, and our little pocket drawers there to put some of our stuff. And again, David's signature is kind of like a Picasso. 2022. So again, look at those little neat features there. Drum key heads there for the drawer handles. Just really great. Some really great detail that David put into this. Truly turned out great. Really love how it's turned out. So as you can see there on the wall there, how it looks awesome. And a lot of great comments already from folks who have already seen it. So thank you, David, for the way it turned out. It was more than I expected. Well, here we go. Here they are. We went from concept to actual ideas, and this is how it turned out. This is just awesome. So again, for somebody who was trying to get some ideas that were obviously tying our two things together, drums and rums, and I think Dave, you hit it out of the park, man. This has just been great. So this is really cool stuff. I mean, there's all the little things about what he did here. You know, this is an actual bass drum they cut it into 3 sections here. You know, look, these are the hardware. We said, let's keep the hardware. Let's make it try to look as authentic as possible. Again, we can tighten all the lugs on this all the way around. The hoops, the drum head I already had, you know, all the way to as well, all of the hoops here as well. So this has just been, this looks sharp as all hell. So we'll probably add a little bit of some LED lighting to it to kind of make it a little pop, but that's not, you know, that's something to kind of, again, I had to put this all into anchors in the wall. We don't have wood studs on the interior walls in my house where I'm at in this room, but you know, so I've got at least anchors in 4 different spots that Dave already pre-drilled, as you probably saw as well. So then again, here we can show some of the bottles that we have here when we do our shows as well too. So don't forget, I mean, these are some kind of cool little features here that Dave added. So in the middle one here, you know, we've got a little spot here for our shot glasses. We got some little drawers here, as you can see, right? So, latches up there so I can open and close it. Again, I keep some of my other bottles here as well too. Again, this is really cool. Taking 2 of our things, drums and rums, and turning into the idea and reality. Again, going from concept, a little bit of iterations, to actually pulling this off. So kudos, Dave. Thank you. Hopefully we get a chance to finally meet. Drinks on me. Maybe it'll come from one of the shelves here off the back wall there. And I'm really pleased with it. So again, so check it out. Thanks to RDavidR. Check out his channel. Check out all this cool stuff he does. All the drum hacks, all the very fun and kind of videos he puts together. He builds different things and tries different things out. So great. And also, he's also Drums and Rums alum too. So check it out. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to follow us over on our podcast. Every Tuesday, we drop a new episode of the podcast, as well as we have a Friday night Facebook Live that we do a biggest happy hour in a half an hour, 8 p.m. Eastern time every Friday. So come check it out. They have a great time there. We're in a chat, and we do a couple other games. And we also do giveaways too from our contributors every month in our Facebook group. So again, I appreciate it. I mean, just check this out, man. Lugs and all. I mean, this is real, right? These are actually real drum parts. So, dude, you did it great. So go ahead, and if you want to see how the process of Dave made the drums and how he went about this, click wherever the card is. I don't know. Just click on the video pop up on the screen and then watch the video on how these became a reality. So again, thanks, David. Hope to talk to you soon. I love it. You did an awesome job. Cheers.